Something very surprising happened. President Donald Trump and Elon Musk, a very powerful man in technology, met at a funeral. This meeting was for a conservative activist named Charlie Kirk. It happened in Glendale, Arizona. Many people watched closely because Trump and Musk had been fighting for a long time. Their disagreement had been public and very bitter for 3 months. This special moment at the funeral ended their big fight. It showed how a very sad event, like a death, can sometimes bring people together. Two powerful men who were once good friends but then became angry rivals found a way to talk again. The funeral brought an end to their public arguments and angry words. It was a moment of coming back together, which shocked many across the country and made headlines everywhere. The handshake between them was more than just a polite greeting. It suggested a new beginning for their relationship. It also raised many big questions for people who follow politics. How did a shared sadness help mend such a deep break? Will their new friendship truly last, or is it just for show? What does this sudden change mean for the future of conservative politics? And what role did this sad event play in bringing these two important figures back together? This first chapter will introduce the story of this unexpected meeting and the bigger questions that followed. 2. Some sad news. Charlie Kirk was a young man who was very important in conservative politics. He was 31 years old and had started a group called Turning Point USA. This group worked to share conservative ideas with young people, especially at colleges. Charlie Kirk became a strong voice for many people who believed in his ideas. He was known for talking about important topics and for his daily podcast. Many saw him as a leader for the future of the conservative movement. On September 10, 2025, something very sad happened. Charlie Kirk was giving a speech at Utah Valley University. He was on his American Comeback Tour, visiting different universities to talk about his views. During his speech, at exactly 12:23 in the afternoon, a shot was fired. The bullet hit Charlie Kirk in the neck. People at the event were very scared and tried to find cover. Charlie Kirk was quickly taken to the hospital, but the doctors could not save him. He died later that same afternoon. This news shocked many people across the country. It was a very sad event, and it showed a worrying increase in political violence in America. The police started to look for the person who did this terrible act. After 33 hours, a young man named Tyler James Robinson gave himself up to the police. He was 22 years old and lived in Utah. The police charged him with murder. They found out that Robinson had planned the attack for about a week. He even sent a text message to his roommate saying he had enough of his Kirk'S hatred. The FBI later said that Robinson had become very focused on Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk's death was a big loss for many people. He had built a large organization from nothing, starting with just a small amount of money when he was 18 years old. His group, Turning Point USA, grew to have thousands of chapters and many members across schools and colleges. He often held public discussions, inviting students to challenge his ideas. These talks, which he called Prove Me Wrong debates, became very popular online and helped him gain a lot of support among young conservatives. He made conservative ideas easy for young people to understand through his speeches and his daily podcast, making him a truly influential figure. His sudden and tragic death left a big empty space in the conservative world, and many felt a deep sadness at the loss of such a powerful and young voice. 3. A big fight. Donald Trump and Elon Musk were once very good friends. Their friendship started strong. Before this time, Musk gave a lot of money to help Donald Trump. He gave almost $300 million to Trump's presidential campaign. This money helped Trump a lot. After Donald Trump became president in January 2025, he gave Musk an important job. Musk became the head of a new department called DOGE. His main task was to find ways to cut government spending. Musk worked closely with President Trump. He was often seen at the White House, even showing off his company's electric cars there. In February 2025, Musk wrote online that he loved President Trump very much. Everything seemed fine, and their partnership looked strong. However, problems began to grow. President Trump was planning a big new law. He called it the Big Beautiful Bill. This law would make many of his ideas into government policy. But Elon Musk did not like this bill. He thought it would make the country's debt much bigger, by trillions of dollars. Musk believed this would hurt his efforts to save money in the government. In late May 2025, Musk started to speak against the new law in public. This made President Trump very angry. Their disagreements quickly turned into personal attacks. By June 5, 2025, they were fighting openly on social media. Both men posted mean things about each other. President Trump wrote online that Musk was wearing thin and that he had asked Musk to leave his job. Trump said he took away a rule that made people buy electric cars, which he claimed made Musk crazy. Musk quickly replied online. He wrote that without his help, President Trump would have lost the election. The fight got worse. Musk even talked about President Trump's past connections to Jeffrey Epstein, a person who had done bad things. Musk also agreed with ideas to remove President Trump from office. In return, President Trump threatened to stop giving government contracts to Musk's companies. This meant billions of dollars for Musk's businesses could be lost. This public fight ended their friendship and their work together. 4. Friends again. The funeral for Charlie Kirk was a very big event. It happened on September 21, 2025. Many thousands of people came to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona to honor Charlie Kirk. Around 78,000 mourners filled the stadium. More than 100,000 people watched from outside the building. The event felt like a mix of a church service, a political meeting, and a tribute to Charlie Kirk's life. Many important people from politics were there. This funeral ended the 3-month fight between President Donald Trump and Elon Musk. It showed how a sad event can sometimes bring people together. President Donald Trump gave a main speech at the funeral. He spoke about Charlie Kirk, calling him a great American hero. He said Kirk was a martyr for America's freedom. President Trump also announced that Charlie Kirk would get a special award, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, after his death. Other important leaders also spoke, like Vice President J.D. Vance, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and Secretary of War Pete Hegseth. They all talked about Charlie Kirk's important work in gathering young conservative people. But the most talked about moment was when President Trump and Elon Musk met. Elon Musk walked towards President Trump's special box where the president was sitting. President Trump was talking to UFC CEO Dana White at that moment. Elon Musk shook hands with both men. Then he settled in to talk with President Trump. Their talk lasted for a long time. They leaned closer to each other. They moved their hands when they spoke, showing how much they were talking. President Trump even showed Elon Musk to other important guests in his special box. It looked like a real and friendly talk, not just a quick hello. Later that day, Elon Musk posted a picture of him and President Trump online on X. The picture had a simple message: "For Charlie." Many people thought that this meant that Charlie Kirk's memory had helped them become friends again. 5. Why they talked. The meeting between President Donald Trump and Elon Musk was not a complete surprise. Many people worked to help them talk again. These were friends and helpers of both powerful men. They spoke to Trump and Musk in the weeks before the funeral. Vice President J.D. Vance was one person who talked to Musk. Susie Wiles, who was the president's chief of staff, also spoke with Musk after their fight began. House Speaker Mike Johnson worked to bring them together too. He called himself a peacemaker for them both. Before he died, Charlie Kirk himself tried to help Trump and Musk. He stayed in touch with both of them during their big fight. Kirk told each man what others thought about their public disagreements. Both Trump and Musk trusted Kirk. His special place with both men made him a good person to help them find a way to talk again. Sharing sadness for their friend helped them forget their anger. Both Donald Trump and Elon Musk cared deeply for Charlie Kirk. He was more than just a political helper. For President Trump, Kirk showed the future of conservative ideas. For Elon Musk, Kirk was a bridge to the conservative movement as Musk's own political views changed. The sad funeral helped them feel united. The service itself spoke of forgiveness and coming together, which helped calm their personal fight. Ending the fight was also a smart choice for both of them. For President Trump, the public fight with Musk was a problem. It made people wonder if he could keep important friends. Elon Musk's companies also saw their stock prices go down. His public image was getting hurt. After their main argument about a new law was settled, it was easier to stop fighting. It was a good time to become friends again. Charlie Kirk's death made many conservatives want to be strong and united. This made it a smart political move for both Donald Trump and Elon Musk to show that they were friends once more. 6. What it means for politics. The new friendship between President Donald Trump and Elon Musk means a lot for American politics. Many people in the conservative movement were worried when Trump and Musk were fighting in public. Their fight caused problems and made people choose sides within the group. Now, their coming together at Charlie Kirk's funeral shows that the conservative movement can become strong and united once more. It helps to heal a big split that some thought would last for a very long time. This new bond suggests a stronger, more unified path for conservatives in the country. This event also teaches us that personal relationships are still very important in politics, even today. With all the news on social media and strong disagreements, what people feel for each other can still change big things. President Donald Trump and Elon Musk had a very public and angry fight. But in the end, their shared sadness for Charlie Kirk helped them to put their anger aside. They chose to work together instead of continuing their public dispute. This shows that sometimes being practical and finding common ground is more important than holding on to old disagreements, especially when facing shared sorrow. Rich people from the technology world, like Elon Musk, now have a very big role in politics. Musk was once part of the government in a special job, and he often shares his strong ideas about many topics. His ability to talk with President Donald Trump as an equal, even after a big argument, shows how powerful these tech leaders have become. They can greatly help shape government plans and change how political groups work. This is a new way for very rich people to be deeply involved in running the country and influencing big decisions. The meeting at Charlie Kirk's funeral also highlights how the memory of a person who has passed away can powerfully unite people. Charlie Kirk was a young and important voice for conservatives. After his death, many leaders said he was like a hero who made a sacrifice for their beliefs. Both President Donald Trump and Elon Musk saw Kirk this way. Using his memory helped them find a strong reason to unite. It connected them to Kirk's important work and showed they wanted to continue his legacy. This sad event became a way to make a big political statement about unity and shared purpose for the future of the conservative movement. 7. What people said. The news of President Donald Trump and Elon Musk's new friendship quickly spread everywhere. It was the main topic on television, on the radio, and all over the internet. Because both men are very well known and powerful, many people paid close attention to this surprising event. Major news networks showed the moment they shook hands again. News reporters and commentators talked a lot about what this handshake meant. They said it was a very important sign for the country. For many, it showed that even after a big public disagreement, two important figures could find a way to talk and work together. This was a hopeful message for some. News channels that supported conservative ideas were very pleased with the news. They said this coming together proved the strength and unity of their political movement. They believed it showed power and agreement, especially after the sad death of their friend Charlie Kirk. This was seen as a very positive step for their side. However, other news sources were more careful in their reporting. They were not completely sure if this new friendship was truly honest and real. Some commentators wondered if it was just a smart political plan. They questioned if the men were genuinely friends again, or if they were simply pretending for public view. They asked if it was a real change of heart or just an act. People on social media talked about it a lot. Elon Musk posted a picture of himself with Donald Trump. This photo quickly got millions of views. Thousands of people wrote comments under it in just a few hours. Many people on social media felt happy and relieved. They said it was good to see the two important leaders stop their arguments. They hoped this new alliance would bring positive results for the country. But many other people were doubtful. They wrote that it was only for show. They did not think the friendship was real or would last. They believed it was just a political move to make them look good. People and leaders in other countries also paid attention to the news. They had followed the public disagreement between President Trump and Elon Musk. For these international leaders, the end of the fight brought a sense of greater stability in American politics. They hoped it would bring more calm and fewer disagreements with these important people. So, everyone, near and far, had an opinion about what President Trump and Elon Musk did. 8. What happens next? The friendship between President Donald Trump and Elon Musk is not simple. The sad death of Charlie Kirk brought these two powerful men together. Yet this moment also showed difficult truths about politics today. It showed that sometimes a big tragedy is needed for leaders to put aside their fights and talk. This can point to bigger problems in how politics works. It suggests that a deep sadness might be needed to bring unity. Their new friendship might look strong, but they still have different ideas. For example, they once argued about how the government spends money. These big disagreements did not just disappear. Their friendship will likely be a mix of working together and having different thoughts. It is a relationship built on both common ground and differing views that could surface again. Their reconciliation shows how personal feelings and smart plans are mixed in politics. Both men were sad about Charlie Kirk. But ending their fight was also a good political move for each. It helped them look united and strong. This is often how politics works. Personal connections and smart choices combine to create new paths. What does this moment teach us about American democracy? It shows that a few important people can have a very big effect. Their choices can change how many groups think and act. It also shows that politics can be very complicated, with personal feelings and political gains woven together. The future of their new friendship is not clear. Will their shared grief keep them together? Or will old disagreements return and pull them apart? What do you think will happen next for President Trump and Elon Musk?
Hey there! Just a second before you go. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like, write your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second, and it really, really helps to create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world. Thank you.